KJ Burbank, more like JK California.
Yeah, yeah.
Got him.
Oh, this is such a start, isn't it?
Oh yeah, we're. I'm curious. Does your family like a whole line of Burbanks? But you guys live in Canada, right?
We do, but actually my mom's last name is Burbank. My dad's is Sioka, but my
Oh,
mom
okay,
just hates that last name, and she's
fair.
like, I don't want to give my child that name. I'm sorry because no
That's
one can
awesome.
spell Sioka right. No one can say it.
Mm.
Like Sioka, like it's I don't even know where it comes from.
Oh,
Um,
interesting.
but
That's
KJ Sioka just sounds weird too, doesn't it?
No, I mean it definitely sounds unique in a way. I think both names sound nice, but like I've never
Yeah.
heard of like because normally it's like in traditionally it's the man's last name that goes to like the future kids and stuff. But this way it's the other way around, and like that's really cool. And I'm like,
Yeah,
damn, finally,
exactly.
finally,
Yeah,
goddamn.
finally, go, girl boss, girl
There,
boss. Yeah.
there are so many like cool ass names that women have before they get married, and it's like way cooler than the
Like,
other
why'd you get
person's
rid
name.
of it?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
like, that's like it's way cooler. I'm like, damn, dude.
it is.
Hmm. Hmm? Welcome back to another episode of OverVoice Season 4. Today, I am joined by the lovely KJ Burbank. KJ, would you like to introduce
Hello.
yourself?
Yes, my name is KJ Burbank. I'm a voice actor. I do a lot of animation. I can't animate or draw myself, but I can definitely talk for them. And yeah, I'm fairly new to voice acting. This is my year and a half
Oh, nice.
now.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. Um, and this is my first interview. I was telling Vic about that. I am
Hey.
so excited. I've watched your interviews and I've been like,
Aw.
ah, I want to be there someday.
Aw, well, thank you, man. I appreciate it. Well, you're here now, so,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm surprised I didn't have you on earlier, to be honest. But last year was a crazy schedule because I did like 40 last year. Definitely not doing that again because it was so
Yeah.
time consuming.
You
But who
gotta
knows?
double it now. Season 2.
It's gonna be it's like what? It's like double it and pass it to the next person.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, yeah, no, lovely to have you, man. And I've seen you draw. I've seen you draw CC, one of the characters that we did for class. Like I've seen you draw. You're
I
definitely a
drew a
good drawer.
chicken. Yeah.
You drew a chicken. It was really damn good. Like it wasn't like a hand turkey kind of deal. It was like a
No,
genuinely
no.
good chicken.
Thank you.
But yeah, KJ, what got you into voiceover, and how's your journey been so far?
Okay, this is a bit of a fun story.
Ooh, okay.
I when I was younger, I did nearly every route of like acting. I did Halloween acting at like haunted houses. I did on screen. I did improv. I did theater, musical theater. I've never done voice acting until recently,
Mm.
and I got into it as a plan. So I always thought that Broadway was gonna be where I go. I was like, I'm gonna move to New York. I'm gonna do Broadway. How can I work towards that now? And so I was like, well, voice acting is something I can do from home. It'd be a cool way to build my resume, make connections, and like kind of prepare and do this before I move. But I just got so into voice acting and I realized, wait, this is so much fun. Um, and I forgot to sing as often, so now I just do voice acting.
Nah, that's valid. Is New York still like within the future grasp kind of thing?
You know, I think it's LA now. It would
Valid.
be funny to go to Burbank as Burbank.
Yeah, exactly.
New York, I really want to go. I'm seeing my first Broadway show soon in London.
Oh, nice.
Um,
Which show?
Mean Girls.
Oh,
It's
nice,
such a good
nice.
musical. I'm seeing it right before it's off London Broadway as well. So it's like
Hmm.
$30 and it's like, whoa, I did not expect to be able to buy a ticket to Broadway show.
Nah, that's awesome. Well, I hope you have a good time. When is it?
I would be in July. Like I think the week
Oh,
of closing. So
oh, lovely. Oh, that's gonna be
yeah,
sick.
I know, right?
Have you seen both of the movies by any chance?
I have not seen the new one. I need
Oh,
to,
okay. Okay.
but
So
trust I've seen the original.
Oh yes, okay, good. The new one is like a movie version of the musical, pretty much.
I know I've heard, and it's I've seen like snippets of it, and it's like oh
Yeah, I think they did a pretty good job, to be honest. And yeah, it's just a weird sort of in conception kind of deal because like Meagle started off as a movie, then it became a musical, and now it's the movie version of the musical that was based on the movie.
yeah,
It's kind
like
of
what's next?
it's like when reaction channels react to clips of them reacting to
Reactions,
themselves.
yeah, it's just never ending.
It's like that. But yeah, dude, I did not know you did like pretty much all the other creative
Yeah,
things before doing voiceover. That's pretty awesome.
yeah, yeah. It definitely helped with getting into like the groove of voice acting, at least getting like some of the basics down.
Yeah. Do you still do all the other stuff in tandem still, or are you or are you more focused on voice acting nowadays?
I'm more focused on voice acting. The scare acting I loved so much.
Mm.
It had to shut down. It was like a haunted house,
Aw.
and it shut down in COVID, and it just
Ah,
never
yeah.
really came back up just because of it was volunteer, so
Oh, that's
very
fair.
hard to maintain. But oh,
I love
scare acting is so much fun.
I love like the scare houses. There's one in not too far from where I live. It's called Spookers, and a couple of my friends work there actually, and for some reason, like this is not planned. For some reason, because I didn't know New Zealand had bats, like the animal.
Oh, me
Like
neither. Yeah.
yeah, so like apparently, at least in the Auckland region, they just decided to migrate in the Spookers place. So they're like,
Oh.
so like
Oh.
they're like, so when people get scared by bats, those are real. Those are real bats. Like they didn't choose to have them there. They just sort of just came, and then they're here in the Spookers place.
That's that's hilarious because in Canada, I still don't know if this is normal, but there was a bat in one of our tents as well,
Mm.
um, that attacked my mom actually.
Oh shit.
She was setting out. It didn't like actually bite her. She doesn't have rabies.
Oh okay.
But it like flew towards her, and then you could just see her like scream and run out the tent. It's like, oh, there's a bat in the tent. Who's dealing with this?
Oh yeah. That's so
Eeny, meeny,
scary.
miny, mo. Yeah.
That's kind of disappointing. If I thought if you get bitten by a bat, you become a vampire, but no, you just get rabies. That's
I know, right? Like,
so
come
disappointing.
on. Maybe I'll
Yeah,
have like a Spider-Man moment where it's like one lucky bat will find me.
yeah. Or or if you like watch Smosh back in the day, you bite the
Oh
spider
yeah.
and you become Man Spider.
Yeah. Oh, Smosh is awesome. I love Smosh.
Hell yeah. I was gonna say like I hear like the VOC in Vancouver is like pretty massive over there because people consider that place to be a hub as well, alongside Toronto, I think. But yeah.
Yes, I've heard it's for games, a lot of games.
Mm.
Um, LA is for animation, Texas is for anime.
Mm.
Yeah, and I know that we have some pretty awesome people. Jennifer Hale is from Vancouver.
Oh, nice.
Um, Ashley Ball, I think. I'm actually meeting Ashley Ball
Oh,
soon.
nice.
Yeah, a
Like
friend of a friend who isn't even a voice actor. It's like, I know Ashley Ball. You want to like hang out sometime? Yeah, yeah, sure.
oh wow, okay, that's nice.
Yeah,
All the best, man.
yeah. Thank you.
I forget what his name is, but I know he's from Canada. He plays Sonic in Sonic Prime.
Oh,
Um,
he's I was just talking to
is it
Morgan
Devin?
Berry about it. I think it's like
Is it Devin Mack?
Devin or Denver.
I think it's Devin. I
Den
think that sounds about right. Devin Mack, I believe.
Sonic voice
I
actors.
can just hear like the typing. If you guys can hear that as well, that's great.
Yeah, I've gone to the mainframe. There's a lot
Hacker
of
man.
Sonic voice actors.
I
Okay,
guess Sonic Prime, like Sonic, like the TV show.
Sonic Prime.
I'm pretty
Oh,
sure that's the
Devin
one.
Christian Mack. There we
Yeah.
go.
Okay, it was David Mack. I didn't know Christian was his middle
Yes.
name, but
He's a Canadian voice actor. Where is he from? Tell me Ontario.
oh, nice, Ontario.
Yeah, he's in a lot of cool stuff.
Hell yeah. Because I know in Canada, there's also, I think Total Drama was made there, and so many like cartoons from like the early like I would say maybe early like mid 2000s 2010s, like a lot of them were made in Canada, which I think
Yeah,
is really cool.
I did not know Total Drama was made here. That's so cool.
Oh yeah, for me that's like a when people say like Canadian cartoons, it's like Total Drama and like 16, like those are like the Canadian staples to me. Um, oh, and Bakugan as well. If you want to count that as a cartoon, I think it's more so anime, like the
Oh,
like the OG and also the new one. I think as well. I think
I'm
we should.
looking at it too, and we also got Backyardigans. We got Johnny
Mm.
Test. We
Oh,
got
I'll say no
Ed
more.
and Eddie. Come on.
Say no more. You guys said
We
Johnny
got
Test like that.
Ninjago.
That's
We got
yes,
X
that's right.
Men.
Ninjago, X
Yo, we
Men.
got everything.
Say no
Canada's
more.
awesome.
Say no more. You have Johnny Test. Like that's all you need.
We got Caillou. We got Paw Patrol. Arthur. Really? I didn't
Yeah,
even know this.
that's right. Paw Patrol is in Canada. I keep forgetting that. It's like Ninjago as well. Like oh, dude, like that'd be
Magic
sick.
School Bus. Oh, we're just iconic.
Yeah,
Max and Ruby.
yeah. You definitely. I totally recommend before you end up going to LA or something. Definitely try out Vancouver because I feel like that would be really really cool.
Yeah. Oh, I want to so bad. One of my goals is recording in studio this year.
Oh, nice. Well, I hope you get to do that. It's recording
Yeah.
studio is
Yeah.
really fun.
Thank you.
Hell yeah, man. But yeah. I also wanted to ask because I know you asked me to do a skit with you like ages ago. But like, where do your like skit ideas come from? Because I remember seeing like one of them, which from like ages ago. I think it was like being a voice actor online or something like that.
Yes.
I remember like specifically, that's still in my mind, and it just reminds me of you every single time. It's like, oh, just go to Texas. I'm gay.
But I'm gay. Yeah.
It's like that just sticks in my mind. Just the peaked mic and
The
stuff.
funniest thing is, I was really nervous about including that joke. I was like, "Are people gonna get mad at this?" Like, yeah. I was like asking friends. I'm like, "It's so funny, but are
And
people gonna get mad?" And it's like,
I mean, it's kind of
it,
true, isn't it?
it is true
There's
because
truth in it.
that was my always in my head whenever I would like do a coaching session. They're like, "Oh yeah, you can go to like Texas for anime." And it's like, "Oh, but I'm gay." My skits, I gotta go back and thank Tomska because it's really like
Mm,
inspired by a lot of his old stuff. You know, you got like astounding, you
mm,
got Rock Bottom. Oh, I love Tomska. He's inspired so much of my stuff.
mm.
But I remember making audios as like a joke, and I'm like, I have a lot of animator friends, and I'm like, could I pay you to draw this? Can you animate this? And then my first one did so well, and I did another one, it did even better. So I did another one, and it's like I'm trying to branch out into different skits than just like trying to be a voice actor, be like, because I don't want to milk it. um, but
There's like so many like meme formats that have popped up recently, and it's like, oh, I can totally make this about voice acting, but like my thing is
100% like
my
that. Don't
my
cry,
thing.
little voice actor.
Yeah, that one. That's like one idea I specifically had for that one, but I'm like, oh, do I want to do that? It's like I think you'll be kind of repeating what one of the other persons did, and I don't know if people on Twitter can take a joke, so
Yeah.
like, I
Oh,
don't know,
it's
it's
it's so hard to tell them that. You can one mistake, you can say like raw audio, and you're done.
yeah, that's yeah, God, but yeah, I mean last year was kind of crazy. Like I won't get into it too much, but like I feel like last year there was like drama like every week, but this year I think as far as I know it seems to be pretty calm-ish. I mean, there's
Yeah.
obviously other stuff that is not the greatest in terms of like for people, and I hope people are doing well and recovering from that. But I think
Hmm.
compared to how 2024 started, there's definitely a little bit less, and maybe that's because people just got out of Twitter, or maybe they went to Blue Sky,
Yeah,
Instagram, or
Blue
wherever.
Sky, Instagram. Um, yeah, Twitter's like it's like once every 2 months you'll have like one vague tweet, and then it becomes like
Oh God.
more people vague tweet the vague tweet, so you lose the entire plot, and it's like, well, what are we talking about anymore?
It's really weird because like with vague tweeting, like the whole point is to is to sort of get around like people harassing someone. If it's like a direct call out or something like that. But I think
Hmm.
over time like I think people just know who people are talking about now because the community is like really tight knit
We
and
are
close.
so small. Yeah, we're so small, especially like you'll see comments like, "Can you DM me who this is?" And then
Yeah,
they do it.
exactly.
So it's like, what are you even trying to do anymore?
Yeah, so I just totally recommend like resolving everything in private should be like first and foremost
And
and
then you can make friends that way if it ends up well.
uh probably not. No,
If you know,
probably
I've
not.
seen the positive, but most likely not.
Yeah, because like I think at a point, if everything's like back and forth publicly, then it can kind of get to the point where it's like it's not even about like the problem anymore. It's kind of like trying to prove you're right and dunk people on publicly rather than
And it
it kind
starts a
of
new problem,
and it's such
Like,
a totally new thing, right? And it's yeah, I think when I started, like I wasn't like I think only last year, like seriously, only last year I only started knowing about like the Twitter peace and community drama stuff.
yeah,
Like seriously, for like the past like 6 years, I just didn't know anything, and I'm kind of
like
and I wish I.
2024 traumatized you.
Oh God, so many ways it did. Jesus Christ. But like in a weird way, it's also a little bit nice to have like that sort of back knowledge, but at the same time, like I don't give a shit about drama. To be honest, I really don't care.
Yeah.
Like
And
this is
especially when it's like, oh, that's my mutual, that's my friend.
yeah, cause like I don't know. It's like if like because I've spoken to like people who's like, hey, maybe talking about this is not a great idea, and whether they take it
Mhm.
down or not is fine. But like I don't know. I don't really like nowadays. I just don't involve myself in that kind of stuff. I just back away because like
It's exhausting. And
it's
then
not worth it.
if you comment on a vague tweet, you'll get like DMs like, "Well, no, this is like wrong. This is actually what happened." And it's like, "Oh no."
Yeah, there's like there's like so many sides of the story, and yeah, I just think when it comes to like vague tweeting and stuff like that, um, if you want to like not, I don't know what's the word like, uh, my brain is fried. It's like early morning over here, but
Oh yeah, what time is it for you?
it's 11. That's not so
Okay.
early.
Whoa.
No,
Yeah.
it's not early. It's not
No,
early.
it's early
I'm
for me.
yeah. What time is it for you over there? Is it
It's 4:32 p.m.
Oh, okay. Okay,
It's super early for
that's
me,
so
Vic. I'm like, I just woke up. Yeah.
that's very early.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think when it comes to like the drama and stuff, because like with every community, there's gonna be like drama and at worst controversy or even like a crime. Who knows? Like those, like every
Oh
community
yeah.
has that, even outside of like via Twitter and stuff like that. But yeah, I just think it's not always worth it to engage in something if you're not specifically if you're not like involved in any way. Because I think it's always nice to protect your peace and
Yeah.
less drama you have to see and well hopefully not deal with. It's much more better because
Hmm.
yeah, because I remember when I was younger, I think I got vague tweeted like once and it just destroyed me because it was like damn.
It hurts. It feels so personal. It feels worse than like them directly quoting you and saying like everyone attack them now. Like no.
Yeah, like I don't know, like I feel like it's not as bad as that because like I feel like I've seen how far people can take it, those kind of things if it's like direct. But I don't know, it's really weird because like the whole point is to not be direct but also be direct. It's like what are we doing here? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's just my opinion though. But obviously people are free to do what they want. It is as much as Elon likes to say it's a free speech platform. It
It's
it's like middle ground, but you are free to
yeah.
talk about whatever you want. As long as it's
As
not
long as he doesn't see it. Yeah.
yeah, as long as he doesn't see it, and as long as it's not like blatantly like just genuinely hurtful. Because I've seen like the other side of it too, and it's not great. But
Hmm.
yeah, I've been trying to stay off Twitter for a while. It's not great, not a great place.
Yeah,
Uh,
I've found Instagram is a lot better.
yeah,
I
I've been loving Instagram way more, and Blue Sky I've also been loving too. But I think I find it hard to be as active on it and scroll through
I
as
agree.
yeah, because
Yeah,
like
I'm always like I neglect my blue sky, and I'm like, wait.
yeah, because I'll post on there and stuff like that. But I think since the mass exodus, as people call
Yeah,
it, I think maybe like a month or two afterwards, I think it just kind of just became
died out a
kind
little
of died
bit.
out a little bit. But there's definitely still a community there because like, which I do appreciate because after that whole thing, people were like losing followers left and right. People were leaving. The bots
Mm.
were leaving. Even
Yeah, even the bots are going. That's how you know it's bad.
exactly. So like, I definitely think there's more of a community there now, and I think over time, I do think Twitter will be going down the drain unless
I
something
agree.
gets better. Because like, unless something gets better, but I don't know. It's weird. Like who else is possibly gonna buy Twitter from Elon. You know what I mean?
And
Mr.
I think
Beast. I don't know.
he's first person to tweet gets like $1 million.
Oh, dude, that would be insane. But wouldn't Mr. Beast just be the first person? Technically, he's the first person to tweet, so I think he's got it.
Yeah, yeah, and then
He's
he wins. Yeah,
he wins $1 million. He just gives to himself. It's
yeah,
insane. But yeah. Like unfortunately, Twitter is still very useful for artists, voice actors at the moment. Um,
it
maybe
is.
not.
I've met a lot of people on there.
Maybe not so artists, but like voice actors especially. Yeah, it's I don't know. It's definitely very useful, especially for like people who are sort of newer to the scene like yourself. It's like very very useful.
It really is. Yeah.
Because I remember when I started out, I just solely did like Casting Call Club and BTVA
Oh,
back when they did
casting all clever. Yeah.
Casting Calls BTVA behind the voice actors. But yeah, it's so weird because I actually wanted to ask you something, which I'm very curious about. Because when I first started,
Yes.
AI just wasn't a thing in voiceover at all. You know what I mean? Like, I
Hmm.
mean, it was like a concept, like not AI voice specifically, but AI was just a concept. But like now, in the modern day, since as someone who is relatively new, you have to like combat with like AI and stuff. So like, what's it like, starting and like having AI be a thing that exists, not like as a competitor or anything like that, but like just as a thing, like a sort of
Yeah.
present looming threat almost, if that makes sense.
The craziest thing is when I like started, that's when I found way more AI jobs trying to find me, like
Mm.
people reaching out, and I think that they target newer voice actors because they don't know
Ah,
um
yeah.
about AI. And Fiverr, I had to leave that site
Mm.
because it's really so much AI on there. Um, Casting Call Club has slowly gotten worse with AI. I've left the site completely. I started right about when the strike started, which really sucks
The
because
animation strike.
no, the video game strike with AI right now with
Oh
SAG-AFTRA.
wow, so you were like really new. Wow.
Oh yeah, I was like, I think the strike started like
July, I
three
think.
months, and yeah,
It was,
I joined Twitter February 2024. So
oh yeah, so the strike
yeah,
started in July, like properly. At least the video game one is in July. The animation one was like 2023, I think. Yeah.
yeah, and it sucks. It really does because it's I think there's a lack of education on the strike,
Mm.
as we've seen from Genshin Impact
Uh.
recently.
What
um,
really? Genshin? What have they done wrong?
yeah, what have they ever done wrong? They're such a nice company. um, I'm glad that we have people making videos now,
Mm.
educating people on it, and
Yeah.
it really is a challenge because I've been tricked into doing AI jobs,
Oh
and
really?
it sucks. There's uh I got cast for something and they had me do lines, and then I found out it was an advertisement for an AI chat.
Oh no, man, I'm
Um
so sorry.
yeah, it sucks. And then also when you voice stuff and you see that there's AI in the production, like the final product, and it's like,
Mm.
oh, come on. Like this, you even if you're the worst artist in the world, quote unquote, whatever that might be, you can still do better than AI ever could.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
it sucks, and I'm glad that we're fighting against it,
Mm.
and I hope that this doesn't happen again.
Exactly. Like, honestly, I remember when AI was starting to become a worrisome like thing. Because I remember in 2020 there was like this website, I forget what it was called, but I remember my friend showing it to me. This was like before lockdown happened. It was like, hey, you can make SpongeBob say these words. I'm like, oh, this is
Yeah.
fucking scary. But
Yeah, it is. I see so many covers of like songs or meme dubs,
yeah, like
especially now,
like
and it's like we have impressionists.
yeah, like those are funny, but like I don't think I think people should be compensated, for that kind of stuff. If
Hmm.
it's like generating a lot of like views and income, there's like so much, there's so
And I
many
see so
memes.
many like Sonic versions, and
Mm.
I have to say, like, I've seen like an overwhelming amount of Sonic impressionists in the voice acting community.
Oh yeah,
So many Sonic
I
fans
used I
that
used
would like
I used to do that as well. So like,
yeah.
there's definitely a lot.
Like
Sonic
if you want
specifically.
someone, you can find someone to voice that meme, you know?
Yeah, and I don't know. It's like because I what's the word I don't know. It's weird. I see them a lot. It's funny, definitely. Like, don't get me wrong, but like it's funny in like many ways, in the sense like it's definitely not the right thing to like laugh
Yeah.
about,
It's
because
like
like
trying not to laugh when you're in trouble. Like,
yeah, exactly. It's like exactly like that. That's exactly how it is.
yeah.
And yeah, I just if someone I don't think I've ever been cloned, as far as I know, but like I know a lot of people, a lot of my friends have been cloned to like websites and stuff like that, and it's really scary. And
It is.
I do applaud them for going out of their way to shut most of them down, and like most of them have been shut down. That's I think that's really good, because like sometimes the things that they get people want them to say it's diabolically bad.
It
Like,
really is. It's like if the voice actor won't say it, then why would you AI clone them to say it? You know?
yeah, like out of all like the possible words that exist in the English lexicon dictionary,
Yeah.
why would you pick those words? You know what I mean?
Yeah. And
Uh,
it's very weird to hear like a lifeless version of someone you know. It's just creepy.
yeah, I
Because
think the
a CAI is an app, and I've had some friends have their voice cloned on there, and then people will
mm,
like talk to them and role play with them. And it's just so weird. It's like they sound like this and they have no emotion. Like,
yeah, it's really weird. I think the only person, as far as I know, the only person who consented to like AI was James Earl Jones for Darth Vader way back when, because he had like full control. He was able to talk stuff out with his family and Disney at the time, and if more stuff can be like that, if it's like a last resort, because James Earl Jones was like a very old man before he passed, at
mhm.
that time. So if they have like full control and stuff like that, and are getting compensated very well, then I think that's okay. But if people are just stealing, and stuff like that, that's not great. Because as for me personally, this might be a bit of a jaded take, but I do think AI isn't going anywhere. Unfortunately, it is here to stay.
Yeah,
Because
I definitely agree with you.
so if it is here to stay, then I want people's lives to at least you know be still be of value, and not have that be taken away by a robot. You know what I mean?
Agreed. It's I'm so torn on it because on one hand it's like, well, we're voice actors, why would you wanna agree to having your voice cloned?
Yeah.
And then it's also like if yeah, we need compensation if it does happen, and that's what
Mm.
SAG is fighting for, thankfully.
Yeah.
Um,
Thankfully.
so yeah, if we're gonna have it, at least do it right, you know?
Exactly. And I guess in terms of like the strike and like educating people, I do think there's I definitely think if someone doesn't know, I think, just being graceful about it, and maybe linking some resources is, I think that's the best you can do, cuz like there's a lot of stuff in the strike which I'm still learning about. And
Yeah, me too.
like I don't know if you've seen like Joe Z's videos and stuff,
I
but like
did.
but yeah, like the waters do genuinely get very muddy depending on what you're talking about. There's like not specific like answers for anything we don't really have yet, but I'm sure we will in the future. And like the whole international side of it is like it's probably like one of the most confusing parts about it, because like international people aren't involved, but like specifically directly, but they also have power to make sure the strike is still going, and is working, and is in full
Yeah.
effect. And I think having that support is great.
Yeah,
You
it's
know,
it's a very complicated thing, and that's what kind of sucks for newer voice actors is that you have to learn how to act and get in this industry, but also you got to learn about AI protection and like,
mm,
you know, I think Joe, his name's Joe, right? Am I saying it right?
oh yeah,
Joe or
Joe
Joseph?
Zija, I think that's right.
Yes.
Yes.
His video is such a great resource, and I'm so glad we finally have one because I never saw a video like that when I was
Mm,
like first starting out. And yeah, I still learn stuff about the strike daily, like announcing games even if they're non-union,
Yeah,
which I've probably got in trouble for then.
maybe, but I don't know. It's weird because like technically you're not a part of in the U.S., but I don't know. There's like I said, the waters are super muddied because as if it's like because like if it's actually just a full on struck thing and it's like a struck recast, that is pretty bad,
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely not.
But
Oh,
non-union
I'd be
work,
so scared to take a recast role, honestly. I'm so glad I haven't had to do that yet.
yeah, like I think I have been like I don't think I've been offered as far as I know. Maybe I have like secretly, but I just haven't been taking much video game work as of recently because I want to support people and I want to
Mm.
do things. So as long as people can confirm for me that this is not a recast, it's not a struck thing, then okay, maybe I'll do it. But if it is, nah, I gotta go, boys.
Yeah, yeah.
This ain't it.
See ya. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's weird, but yeah, it must be still crazy because when I started I can just do whatever I can, well, not do whatever, but I can just do projects and not worry about AI. But nowadays you have to, otherwise you're gonna get cloned, or the possibility of getting cloned and having stuff, your voice be stolen, and
Steeled, yeah.
not getting compensated, or any, or God forbid anything worse. That's like a huge possibility. So I really hope those protections, cover, that SAG are fighting for, covers them, but also covers like people that are non-union internationally, because I think that will do wonders. Because
Yeah.
SAG is like, in my mind, SAG is like the top of the chain union. You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah.
So like if
Yeah.
they're doing it, I'm sure other unions would follow suit. Like a domino
And
effect kind of thing.
it's like the strike is, the AI stuff is new for all of us, but it's just that with newer voice actors, it's a lot are desperate to take on new roles and like find jobs. So it's more a thing of educating
Mm.
because it's like you don't have to take every job. You don't have to take this AI job to get into the industry or to um, break out in there. But we're all new to the AI, and it's tricky. But we're making progress. We are making progress,
Yeah, it's been at least 8 or 9 months since the video game strike started, which
which is crazy.
admittedly is pretty long because I
Yeah,
was telling my family about it, and no, and like in other workers forces or unions, their strikes last for like a 3 days max. I'm like, I wish this lasted 3 days
yeah,
max. Like, damn, dude.
yeah. I do want this to be over.
But yeah, I hope, me too, man. I hope everyone gets what they're able to, gets what they've been able to fight for. Because like I feel like every other meeting or so, there's always going to be like some small loophole or something that people are trying to get around.
Oh
Um,
yeah,
Companies being greedy, even though they have millions of dollars and or
yeah.
hell even billions, and
I think
it's
I think
so weird.
commercial are most at risk right now.
Really,
We're seeing it happen. Like
that makes sense
I've
actually. No, I agree.
you got like Coca-Cola, Pringles,
Mm.
oh my God, Starburst. I remember making like a thread on it because there's so many commercials that are just completely AI now. And
Yeah,
I really feel for commercial voice actors because that's like the moneymaker for a lot of people.
yeah, straight
It's
up.
how we're surviving and so yeah, it's really tricky.
Yeah, and even like with like TikTok or YouTube Shorts, like sometimes like
Oh yeah.
commentary. That's like I swear like 80% of it is just AI like narrating at this point.
Yeah,
Which
and
which
I've
which
literally seen someone make a video where it's I lost my job to AI and there was an AI overview talking about what his video talked
oh,
about. Like, are we've lost the plot.
I remember seeing that video. I did not know it had the AI overview. That's insane.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, but yeah, I can only hope because it's a weird thing. It's for me. It's like with like live action remakes, like and even like live action anime adaptations. Like who's asking for this?
Yeah,
Who,
genuinely, I was
like
me
cause
during
like
the Minecraft movie.
yeah, exactly right. It's like who who is wanting AI stuff? Like I don't think I've ever seen like an AI thing, thankfully. But also like someone people talking about AI stuff and it's like, oh, I want more of that, please. And I'm like, I've
Yeah,
never,
and
because it just looks like shit and it sounds like
it
shit.
does. Yeah, I've never been entertained by AI content. Like,
Like if it's like a meme or something of like Omni Man saying I'm omning it or something like that.
yeah,
Like if it's like
I'm
that, and,
taking it. Yeah.
and maybe I'll get like a little laugh. But like if it's like something that they want me to like take seriously, like with it's just not. I can't because there's so many things wrong with it. Because like you're stealing like art styles, you're stealing voices. You're a thief.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? You're just
Yeah.
stealing. You're not creating anything. Like maybe the
Yeah.
concept might be something new that you've thought about, but like maybe that concept was written by AI too. It's weird.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. That was a good question. I was not expecting that.
No, I appreciate that. I've always wanted to know about that actually, because I don't know, because it's just weird. Because like I know like people who have been at this for a long time are struggling with it, but I never see like or barely. Maybe it is talked about, but I just don't know it. Like people who start out and like how they have to deal with that kind of stuff. Because yeah, because it is scary. It's daunting, and the
It
last thing I
is.
want is for new people who want to get into this to like feel like discouraged or anything like that, because because like talent can come from anywhere, and at anywhere and everywhere, like seriously, and AI is not talent.
Yeah.
It's like the it's anything but talent. It's like like in Shark Tale, where there's like the chart of like the hierarchy, um, and like underneath shit is like the Will Smith fish. Like AI is underneath the Will Smith fish, and who is underneath shit? You know what I mean?
Yeah. You're gonna get so mad. I've not seen Shark Tale.
Oh, that's honestly that might be a good thing. It's not the best.
Really? Okay, because I've heard such mixed reviews on it. I've never heard like it's all right. I've heard either like it's awful or it's amazing.
It's amazing. It's bad, but it's good. If I had to say it like that, it's like I think you'll definitely be entertained. If you watch it with like friends or
Oh yeah.
or anything like that. If you watch it by yourself, it might just be a little brain rotty.
Yeah.
Um, but it's what's his face? You got the cast is crazy. They were able to get Martin Scorsese to voice a pufferfish. That was pretty cool. That's like one of my favorite
Yeah.
parts about it.
They have Robert De Niro in there. I'm looking at their IMDb right now. We
Yeah,
got
Jack Black's
Will
one of
Smith,
the
Robert De Niro, Angelina Jolie.
yeah
Wow,
like
Jack Black's in there. I didn't even know that.
yeah, this is like like full on star-studded cast, which I don't know if I mean they sound alright, but like there voice actors exist and who don't have to be famous.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like follower count doesn't matter, guys. It's like there's so many things, but anyways, I digress. I do. Thanks for listening to me rant. By the way, I appreciate it.
Oh no, it's that was a good subject, and yeah, it's tricky. It's just tricky.
Mm. But I did want to ask though, you know, other like were there like any inspirations that made you want to start voiceover? Like any like cartoons or video games, maybe even people, like
Oh my
anything
gosh.
anything specific that that kind of pushed you for that jump? Because I know you came from like a background
Yes.
of like theater, screen, scare acting. So like what was like the jump that got you into like you know what? I'm gonna try out this voice acting thing and see how it goes. Like what was like that final push that made you want to go there?
Okay, so it's like a mix of things. You're about to hear a few names.
Go
We
for it.
got Brock Baker. I love
Nice.
Brock Baker so much. Tomska, of course.
Mm.
Meat Canyon.
I
Um,
love it. I love that guy.
yeah, right. Like it's, and I think like you know the final push actually had to be a bit of Has Been Hotel's success.
Mm.
Um, because it was the cast was mainly, if not all, Broadway stars, and I was like,
Yeah, yeah. I think they
wait,
are.
there's a connection here. So that's what it ties into like making connections and then moving on to Broadway in the future. With my original master plan of
Nice.
um
Because I remember you talking about. It's like, does he just want to be in Has Been? Like, I think fair enough. Honestly, I don't blame you.
the songs are good, okay?
The songs are really great. It's just like I remember seeing the pilot, and then I saw the first 8 episodes, I think, and Yeah, like the songs are awesome. Like so I love the songs. It's like the most, it's like one of the like my favorite part about the show.
Totally.
Although
Yeah, agree.
you know, I don't know how I feel about the the recasting situation all that much because
Agree.
because a
Yeah.
couple of my friends did voice in the pilot, so I'm like
Same
I
with
don't.
Brock Baker. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really crazy and I don't know, like it sounds great. They sound amazing, like like their acting is great, and stuff like that. But it was just the
But also,
pacing.
we
It
can
just
sing too. Yeah.
yeah, it was just the pacing, and I guess some of the writing of the show that really didn't stick with me that much. Not that it's like terrible, but but the pacing wasn't the greatest. I think.
Yeah.
I think it should have been more episodes, and like that's a good thing in the sense like I wanted more, instead of like I wanted
Yeah.
less. This sucks. You know what I mean?
And I think part of the reason with that is that I think I read somewhere that they were not sure they'd get a second season. So they
Mm,
wanted to like squeeze in everything to one season, which is sad because it says a lot about our animation industry right now.
yeah.
Um but also like we need to slow down a little bit.
Yeah. Well, I know a lot of people give Viv a lot of shit, like because I know like the swearing every 5 seconds and all that stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
And but I do have to give her props, because I know she's been doing this animating and drawing for like a long time, and getting to get the green light for like an original idea, doesn't come by very often. It's either remakes or carry-ons, sequels to like shows
Yeah.
or movies. So being able to get the green light to do something like completely original and just run with it, I think that is genuinely very commendable because like that doesn't happen a lot of the times. That's why a lot of in a lot of indie animations popping up because they actually get to make the ideas that they want to make and the stories they want to tell that some like that a lot of studios and networks just might not give them the chance. So
Totally.
and
It's
like
I
it's awesome to see. I really do appreciate it.
Vivzy has made, you know, it's very like mixed again because I think she's absolutely helped the indie community and the animation community by like a million, so much. Same with voice actors as well.
Mm,
But then there's also that pressure of a lot of pilots having to be fully animated like has been. And it's like
yeah.
pilots used to be, if you watch like the Bob's Burgers pilot, it was literally like how my skits look, where it's like black and white, almost storyboard animation. Same with the Pibby pilot, I think, because it
Mm,
used to be pitches, and it's like they didn't have the budget to
yeah.
fully animate. So I think there's like also a pressure of we need a Kickstarter. We need to make like 80K so we could get our pilot out.
Yeah,
So
there's
it's
like I
like,
guess that pressure of like trying to match that like level of quality, I guess. Which there's nothing wrong with trying to have high quality, but
yeah, be the
some
best
stuff.
you can be.
Yeah, but like sometimes the best that the projects can be doesn't have to like emulate has been style or Halakadaisy style or glitchy style. So
Yeah,
as long as it's because I remember seeing the Magical Girl in the animation
so good.
like it was so good. Most of it was like storyboards, until like the very
Exactly, and that's like,
which is awesome. I think that really shifted things around, and I hope it continues to be like that. Because I remember seeing like the like I don't know if you've watched regular show, but I remember seeing like
I have
their
not.
oh man, regular show is great. It like
I gotta watch it.
totally recommend. But yeah, regular show, there's like their well before their official pilot that they made, their like pitches and sketches which they released online. It was just flipbook animation almost like that style. But to be fair, it was also like the I want to say early 2000s at the time. So yeah,
Yeah,
so like yeah, definitely like the pitch style. But I do understand wanting to have like something more grounded and like fully animated for like a pilot. So like so when you do end up doing the Kickstarters, like they kind of can get a sense of like what they're in for, and I guess more. But I don't know. There's like a weird sort of caveat with that kind of
yeah,
stuff. Cause
it's
like
like there's the striving for it to be amazing and like be your project, which is fantastic. But it's also like I've seen so many directors get demotivated by it or
yeah,
like stressed or lose like so much money out their pocket. Um and some pilots just don't blow up like, Digital Circus, Has Been Hotel. And so it's like it's it's so two-sided, It's like it's tricky. I really like what Magical Girl did because
Yeah,
it's bringing back like you can have such an amazing thing and it doesn't have to be um quality of these fully budgeted shows. Like you can do this, you know?
yeah, and yeah, I just think I remember seeing that, and like, and the fact that it did so well, it just made me really happy. And whether they do more, which I hope they do,
I I I, I hope as well.
I don't know if they're gonna like keep the storyboard format and things like that, but I think it would be really interesting if they did, because like, keep it storyboard for like most of the, but like throughout, and like have it like have be like fully animated for like pivotal moments or at the end. I think that'd be really cool. That could be
Totally.
I think could be a great idea. But if it's also fully animated, I'm not gonna say no to that either, because that'd be really
Oh
cool.
yeah. I actually I used to have like a phase where I really thought being a storyboard animator was cool, even though I had no experience with like drawing or animating, and I'd watch like the storyboards of movies like Wreck-It Ralph or
Yeah.
anything I could access because it's so cool to see. Like you can see the storyboards of I think it's Primos, and they had like a music
Mm.
video, and seeing the storyboard compared to the final product, it's like, wow, there's so many things. Like it's so cool.
Yeah, like having a like storyboard slash animatic style. I think having bring making that have that pushing that having that popular push is great.
Totally.
One of my favorite things that was storyboarded but never made it in. So like this is like I guess sort of mainstream, but like the Lorax movie.
Oh,
There's
Biggering. Are you talking about
bigger.
the
Yes,
song?
biggering.
Oh,
Like, oh my
I
gosh,
love that
like
song.
that was so great. Why did you not add that? I mean,
I
how
have
bad?
that on my playlist because it's like I think the reason they didn't add it was because it was too much for
It
their
was
kid audience. I think that's what it
too
said.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's too
But
dark.
like come on, it's so good.
Like that like how bad can I be is a good song. Like I'm not gonna dunk in it. I do like it, but like biggering is just so much better. We could have done we could
The
have had like a
emotion in that song.
yeah, like cuz like the how bad can I be, like, well, definitely, like, a weird tragic, it's not as tragic as biggering, and
Hmm.
I wish we got that, cuz I don't know, the Lorax it was an interesting film. I remember like that trailer. I remember like I don't know if you saw like the trailer for it, but like every time it was always that one fucking moment. It was like Lorax was like, "That's a woman," and like every time,
Yeah.
like
That's a woman.
every time, I hate it every time. And
It's so stupid.
that was replayed so many times. Like not even on TV. Like back when like TV was like I sound like an old man, like, but like, but back when, like,
Back in my day.
back in my day,
Yeah.
when we didn't have streaming services.
We had
But
cable and we'd see like trailers on the TV.
yeah, but I actually, this is actually kind of stupid, but like when I was like really young, I would say like 6 or 7, I would watch like there's like a movie trailer channel, and I would
Oh,
watch
really?
yeah, I just watch the movie trailers. But the thing is, those movies were already out. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like
yeah.
these movies were out in cinemas and everything like for ages. It was just like in New Zealand, like the network at the time, we would receive everything, much later compared to like other countries and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
But nowadays, I think the majority of the things like we actually get at the same time, even earlier sometimes, which is nice because like I remember being so devastated when Madagascar 3 came out like on my birthday in America, and then it was like,
Oh, I love Madagascar.
it didn't come out here on my birthday. I was like, oh man, this sucks.
Such a good movie. I love Madagascar. It's so underrated.
Yeah, it's underrated but also overrated depending which movie you watch.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
But yeah, don't think we're getting Madagascar 5 anytime soon. But
No, no.
4, I mean, what we didn't even get 4. So why am I saying 5?
4, yeah.
I'm thinking of Toy
You're
Story
ahead of
5.
time. You're
I'm
right.
thinking
New
of
Zealand is getting stuff early.
yeah, I'm thinking of Toy Story 5, and like I'm interested, but I think it has like you know there's something about it about that specifically. I like the storyline of having technology for kids and toys for kids, sort of blend
Hmm.
together. I think there's potential for like a really nice story there, but there's also lots of potential for it to like go downhill and be really bad.
Yeah,
So I hope it's the former, because I think if that like I don't know, because like I don't know, maybe it's because I'm getting older, but like I know when I was younger, I didn't really get to like play. I wasn't like an iPad kid or anything. I was like just before that happened. So I was
Yeah.
like really outside all the time, and I actually used to hate playing video games. Like seriously, when I was younger.
Really?
Yeah, because like my friend had a Wii at the time, and I would play Wii Sports and stuff like that. But then I was like,
Oh, I
no,
love Wii Sports.
I'm getting bored. I want to go outside. And my mom was like, please play video games. And now then later on, I ended up getting like a console, playing Skylanders and stuff like that. And
Oh,
then,
Skylanders, yes.
yeah, man. And then my mom was like, please get outside.
Please go outside. Yeah.
Like, what have I
I
done?
had I had Skylanders. I had like such a big collection. And
Yeah,
same with
same.
Disney Infinity. I love Disney
Yes,
Infinity.
that's my
Um
jams. What was your favorite Skylander?
oh, you can't do this to me. Especially because I had the ones where you could like swap their bodies out too.
Oh, the Swap Force. Yes. Oh my god.
Yes, Skylanders. Oh, I didn't have like a favorite. I'm looking at some right now. I just
There's like so
me and
many.
my yeah, right? Like me and my sister had them and we'd always fight over certain characters. So
Oh, that's
I
what me
wasn't
and my
allowed a favorite, Vic. I
uh,
wasn't allowed a favorite.
me and my brother used to do that as well, but I was the older one, so like I got to have
Yeah,
my pick.
you got it. Yeah, anything that
But
was my favorite was my sister's favorite.
damn. But I was gonna say like because there was like so many Skylanders games. I think I stopped at Superchargers. This was like the second to last game when it got to Imaginators, which I just didn't play. But
Yeah, I think I stopped at Imaginators too, because I don't think I ever played that. Maybe.
yeah, but like Superchargers is the one where they got the redesigns and the cars. Trap Team was the one where it's like, okay, this is getting a little too much. You want me to pay $5 for like a crystal and then $20 for like a Skylander now, and it's like,
Yeah.
ugh. Swap Force was nice. Like I think Swap Force had like the biggest like upgrade like in terms of like quality. Because like Skylanders, Spyro's Adventure, the Giants was relatively the same, but Swap Force had like a huge like design overhaul, and
Oh, it
like
does. Yeah. I need to replay it because it's just so much fun. I just don't know where my figures are anymore. I think my mom would have like sold them or donated
oh
them.
yeah, I sold like most of them, which is really sad. The only one I have is like a Skylander who I just didn't use that much. It was fucking Thumpback. It was like the water whale giant, which I didn't use that
Yeah.
much to begin with. Because like I would if I still had Pop Fizz, that's my favorite. I would have kept him still.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Pop Fizz and Frino, like those are my guys. Um,
I
but
loved Washbuckler, the octopus guy.
oh, Washbuckler, yeah, that's good. That's a
He's
good one.
so cool. Yeah.
I'm always curious like who voices the Skylanders in some of the games, and it's like
Oh yeah, and I know that oh, what's his name? How am I forgetting? Zim, Invader Zim. How am I blanking?
yes,
Vic, help me. What's his name?
yeah, Richard
Invader
Horvitz,
Zim.
Richard Horvitz, yeah.
Yes, he voices in Skylanders, and oh, he's
Oh,
just so good in it.
he's chaos, yeah. He does a really good job.
Yes.
I was thinking like, but it was also like I know Patrick Seitz, he voices Hothead,
Oh,
um, which the more I think about it, it makes sense.
yeah,
Because it's like the Skylanders had like their catchphrases before they hop on, and you can just remember that. Like that always made me smile. I was like, hey, I'm on fire, that kind
yeah,
of stuff.
yeah.
Like
It's Skylanders is just oh, I'm getting nostalgia. And like
yeah,
one of the earliest classes I took was with Julia Bianco Schiffoling.
yeah, Shuffling, yeah.
And yeah, and she cast for Skylanders, so I was just like fanboying the whole time. I'm like, hi.
Oh, I keep forgetting that she did that. She did do that. That's
She's
awesome.
done a bunch. Yeah, she's like I think the new Spider-Man games,
Mm,
Fortnite, Zelda, a Smite maybe, or is that Sarah
that
Sakura
that's
or
Sarah.
someone else? Okay, yeah,
Spite's gone through like so many people, so it's kind of hard
yeah,
to keep up nowadays. But yeah, totally. I
yeah. It's lots of cool.
For Disney Infinity, I kind of wish we still got 4.0 because that would have been nice. I just want to see
I know.
who would have made
I
it in.
loved Disney Infinity. That was like I had so many more figurines with that, and me and my sister we played lots of games together.
Yeah.
Um, my brother moved to Lethbridge, Calgary. Ugh.
Mm.
um, so we'd like role play in Disney Infinity, and we'd like build the castles, and it's like you can't come in here, you can't come in here. We'd like fight, and it was oh I miss that, like
Yeah. At
oh
the when Disney Infinity 2.0 came out, this is like when they started using Marvel characters in the games.
mhm.
Um, So me and my brother, what we did at the time is, we would have like we wouldn't buy figures for ourselves. We would just have like just because we liked have like our own personal army. So we would like, okay, so you can have this character, I will get this character,
Yeah.
that kind of stuff like that, and yeah, it was interesting. But like we would play like the story modes and stuff that came with it. But I think most of the time we would just just have make like our own hub world, fight enemies, gain XP, so we can unlock
Yes.
like the different paths and stuff like that, and then we would fight each other on it. And then he would probably win because he picked Nova, and Nova is like the most overpowered character in that game. So like I tried my best with like Iron Fist, Spider Man, but like
Oh,
damn,
Spider-Man was so much fun in Disney Infinity. His mechanics were so good.
yeah, I just love those designs. And then I think more figures came out. Like you could play as like Falcon, I think Vision, and like some more characters down the line. I don't think we ever got to like that point of like getting those characters. And I think at the time, I think we were kind of outgrowing the Toys to Life stuff at the time.
Hmm.
And when
Yeah.
we got to Lego Dimensions, which I think is a genuinely good game, I was like, I can't do this anymore. I can't. I love Lego, but I can't do this.
I never played Lego Dimensions, but I did play Lego Harry Potter, Lego
Yeah,
Indiana Jones, all those ones.
yeah. I
Oh, the
think
Lego games are so good.
Yeah, me and my brother played like I think it was mainly Lego and Marvel, like those games specifically. Like the first one
Yeah.
specifically, like that one that was our jam. Like that was probably like one of the better ones, I think. And I know my brother still plays Lego games now. He's like in university and college and stuff. But when he gets back home, he usually plays like the Lego Star Wars, like the Skywalker saga and
Yes,
stuff,
yes.
which is pretty cool. So like I'm glad that's good. I think I picked up uh these other games like Street Fighter, Persona, but he's got like the Lego games, so like no, that's pretty peak. I'm not gonna lie.
It is peak. It's I used to play like very battle heavy games and stuff like that, but now it's just kind of I like Stardew and Balatro.
I love Stardew. I started playing Balatro when I went to visit my friend in Australia. It was actually Vera. I visited Vera in Australia, and she told me how to play fucking
Oh,
Balatro, and
yeah.
like she was just dunking on me because I didn't know how to play. So I was like, because like it's just gambling. It's just poker and gambling, but
It
with, like
is, but it's so addicting, Vic.
but with extra steps. That's gambling. That's supposed to be addictive. And
No,
she
it's
was
not addicting. I can
and
stop at any time.
and she was like, okay, this is how you gamble, and just completely blew me out of the water. But yeah,
Yeah.
like damn, I need to get better at gambling then.
Yeah, I will be a better gambler.
But I do see why I got Game of the Year because it is genuinely pretty fun. Like
It is.
I love the art
Yeah, and
style.
I'm not really into like poker and card games like that.
Mm.
So when I had my friend be like, "You need to play it," I was like, "Oh, I don't think I'm gonna like it though." But I did, and now I can't stop.
Yeah, I think if anything, Bellatra made me better at poker because I was able to like remember like the different winning pairs and stuff like that more
Yeah.
frequently. Because like in poker, you're not really allowed to like look at the reference sheets, say like what pairs win and stuff most of the time because people just kind of
Mhm.
expect you to know. Um, because those seasoned players are like just really old men who are like okay. And
Yeah.
there's like different tricks of poker as well that make the cheating is like it's like a common thing in the sense that if you're dumb enough to not point it out, then that's on you. Who cares if you win or lose? Like if you're cheated and you weren't smart to figure it out, then shit, get wrecked. you know?
Yeah. Yeah. It's. I definitely don't think I could do in person poker or anything like that. I just forget every hand. Like, come on, where's the Balatro reference sheet? Come on.
Yeah, exactly. Like I need that
I need
nowadays.
my Joker cards. What is happening?
I I think that I mean in poker the Joker is like useless. So like maybe in Balatro it's like maybe not, but in poker the Joker just doesn't do anything, which is crazy. 'Cause,
Yeah.
like, in some of the other card games, the Joker is actually it comes in clutch. It's really good. But
Yeah,
yeah.
the best I can do is goldfish.
Oh, Go Fish. I haven't played that in a while actually. It's been a bit.
Yeah, me neither. I actually
There,
forget how it goes.
yeah, there was like there's Snap as well, which I remember briefly, and we
Uno.
have but there's Uno. There's one card game. I don't know if it's just a New Zealand card game or not. But we call it Scum. Like that's a really good game. And
Scum?
Yeah, we call it scum, and but the other term, but we call it is presidents and assholes. So that's also a
Okay.
good one. That's also it's also a good game. Very RNG based, but it's really fun.
Yeah,
But
I've never seen that before. I just Googled it.
yeah, it's a fun little game. It's like, and also Rummy, like that's like a game.
Rummy
It's like
Cub, yeah.
yeah, yeah, that's like something my grandma taught me. No,
I
my great
love Rummy Cub, I'm not gonna lie. Like
yeah, sorry, my great grandma taught me at the time, like because she was like, everywhere, everyone's gonna play Rummy with you. I'm like, okay, I'll win.
yeah, yeah. I've never played Rummy Cub other than like family game nights.
Yeah, it's like seriously, that's like the only place I've ever played at Rummy. Like everywhere
And it
else,
gets
it's
so competitive. Like old
oh
people
dude,
don't play about their card games.
oh dude, even I get competitive about it. It's like why does that why like I that's my deck. I like that's
Yeah,
legit. Why is it not legit? Like what's going on here?
you can't do the same color. Why not?
Yeah, exactly. That dude, that was exactly.
Flips the table. Like
No, I hate everybody. I hate you. Get
I'm
out of here.
so bad at math, so I suck at Rummy Cub. But I like being there in spirit. I've won one time probably.
Oh, I've yet to win, but like I congratulate you. That's
It's
amazing.
such a good feeling, Vic. That's when
Uh
you stop playing after that because it's like, all right, we're done. We're done.
yeah,
This is the one
exactly.
time I'm gonna win.
All right, I'll DM you when I do win next time
Yes,
if
yeah,
I
it's a
ever
big
win.
moment.
I'm like
Yeah.
I like if you
5 years from now, it's
if you ever
KJ.
if you get a text from me that just says I did it, then you'll know
I
exactly what I'm
did
talking
it.
about.
Yeah, yeah. I'll know, and I'll tell everyone. I'll let everyone know. I'll spread
Hell
the
yeah,
word.
hell yeah! Just go to like the village and just spread the word.
Everyone, he did it.
But yeah, I wanted to ask as well. What are like projects that you like really want to be in someday? Like I know,
Vic.
like yeah.
Oh, oh. Wait, keep going, because I've
Oh,
wanted to talk about this so bad.
oh, okay. So like normally I've seen people like when I ask this question normally it's like people like list stuff from franchises, and some people list don't even list anything at all. They're like, I want to do like original work, and some people like want to do like a mix only. So like I mean, it's always curious to like I'm always curious to see like what kind of things people would like want to work on in the future. And when they do get to finally work on it, it's like that's so sick. It's like they did it. You know what I mean? This is
Yeah,
like a manifestation round almost. Like a lot of it's I don't know. I don't think of my interviews as like a good luck charm or anything like that, but like it's kind of crazy when I look back at some of the old interviews and like see a lot of people like one of
do you
them
have any that you can name like that actually happened? Because I'm
yeah,
invested now.
yeah, I remember like Nassim is like one that pops up to me because like this was like before he moved to Texas, and then he was like I want to be in Blue Lock, and then he got into Blue Lock, and now
Wow,
he's Piccolo, Mini, and Daima and Dragon Ball, which is friggin'
that is
sick, dude.
awesome. Yeah.
But yeah, that's like one I
Okay.
can think about right now. I'm sure there's like others that have aged well. I hope, but yeah,
Yeah. I am about to like fanboy so hard.
nah. Like,
The
let shoot. Let me at it.
the number one project, like literally if I get in this, my life is complete, you know?
Mm.
Um I have posters in my room, I have hoodies, I love this is like one of the only animes that I really like gone into. I've rewatched it like 5 times. I
Oh,
remember
okay. All right. I'm very
in high
interested.
school, I would like have my laptop in class. It'd be like religion class because I went to Catholic school even though
Oh,
I'm
really?
not
Yeah.
Catholic and I'm literally like trans and they didn't like me.
Um.
But I would like sit in the back and I'm like watching anime and I'd be like, guys, this is so good. It's
Nice.
Banana Fish. Oh, it's
Ooh.
so sad. It's like it's such a sad anime and it's dark and it's like depressing, but it's so good. They don't have an English dub yet. And it's like
Hmm.
I will literally fly over to Texas and like live outside the Crunchyroll building if they do an English dub and just like please let me in, please let me in, please let me in.
Oh,
It is
they gotta. Like, it's like for some reason there's like a lot of shows that I liked that I just haven't been dubbed in English yet. Like, there's like one I remember
yeah.
watching with my friend, and I think it was called Aho Girl. Like that one. That one's like that's just really
Oh, that
funny.
sounds
It's a really funny show. I watched it with a couple of my friends. That it's still not dubbed in English yet. For some reason it has like an unofficial English dub cast, which is really funny. Um,
wow, yeah.
but no, Banana Fish. I've heard of it. I still haven't watched it yet, but I'll have to give it a watch.
It's
But
depressing, but it's literally just it's so good and it's like I've been taking like dubbing classes for the day if it ever comes.
Nice. Okay, you're
Even just a
prepared.
little, just
Yeah.
Walla, just Walla. I want to be in it so bad.
Hey, that's valid, man. Like for me, it's like JoJo's. Like if I get into JoJo's, I'm
Yes.
retiring. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, yeah.
I've
I'm
done everything.
retiring on the spot.
I've done everything I possibly can. If I get into Street Fighter and JoJo's, I'm double retired.
Oh,
If that's possible, you know.
JoJo's is just so good looking. I love the design of it.
Yeah, JoJo's like I remember watching it in high school, but because like that's when the dub started like rolling around at the time, and
Hmm.
because I watched part five as it was subbed at the time. And then when we got to the English dub of part five, which came out later, because it wasn't simuldub like Stone Ocean and stuff like
Hmm.
that, it was yeah, it was that just inspired me like a lot. Like everyone's performances in part five, those were like that's like my favorite like anime dubs of all time.
Oh yeah.
Like everyone just
And
did
I'm
so
I'm
well. It was so good.
I'm a big fan of Kira Buckland,
Mm.
and they're in that too, and it's so good.
Yeah, they've made it into so many parts of JoJo. They're in part three, part four, part five, and now they're Jolene in part six. Like I wouldn't be
Yeah, and they
surprised
were
if they're able to get her in part seven because she's a huge
yeah,
JoJo fan.
and I just went on their profile, and it's already like this was their dream role, and
Exactly.
I
They
just
did it.
love seeing people get their dream roles. It's so awesome because
Yeah,
we're all nerds. We're all little nerds at heart. Every voice
exactly.
actor, you just gotta find the hyperfixation or phase, and then they'll open up.
Yeah, Kira like really made me like super like inspired and full of hope because I remember like seeing like how much she wanted to be Jolene like in like past like interviews and things like that. And then when I heard like the teaser trailer for Stone Ocean, like the English dub, I was like, I was like that's Kira, right? And then when she like,
Mhm.
but I didn't know for certain. But then when she announced it, it was like, oh, dude, I'm so proud of you. Like words cannot describe.
Yeah,
Like seriously.
yeah, and it's same with like I remember seeing there was another post. I think like Alex Lee manifested being in Blue Lock as well, maybe if that's
Oh,
the right one.
did
But I
Alex Lee
remember
make
him
it to
being
Blue Lock?
like,
Oh, nice.
I think so. No, Solo Leveling. That's what I was
Ah,
mixing it up
yes, yeah.
with. Yeah,
What's his name? Sung Woo. I think that's how I pronounce
yeah. I remember him. He quoted a tweet he made like years and years ago where it's like, I want to be in Solo Leveling, and
it.
he's like,
Hey,
this is crazy.
he's only.
Manifestation is so crazy in this
I know,
career.
right? He's only gone and done it.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Because I remember manifesting, wanting to be an anime. Then it happened. I was like, oh shit. But
Yeah, I saw that tweet too, and I remember I'm like, I'm gonna like this so he can remember.
oh, thank you, man.
That is
Um,
so cool that you're in Trio.
yeah, man. It's I'm super excited. Like the cast, like most of the cast has been announced like on Instagram. Like they're most active on there, and like
Yeah,
it's
Josh Portillo is in that.
yeah, just Portillo, Anjali Kunapaneni, who's like a huge inspiration, like Indian actress. It was like I'm so glad
Oh,
to get
that's
to work with
awesome.
her. Anna McCarver, who's freaking Itadori and JJK, like he's in it. Like that's
Wow.
so crazy to me. And like the other cast members, like uh, uh,
Shakira Dunn, yeah.
Shakira Dunn, Abby Passion, Marisa Duran, like.
Oh,
Uh,
wow.
and there's probably gonna be more. There's definitely more characters that have not been announced yet. But like,
Yeah.
like when the cast gets announced, like even I don't know. Like I don't even know who they are
Yeah.
beforehand.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's usually how it is, unless it's like an indie server where they have like a Discord and you guys like do cold reads. But other than that, it's
Yeah,
role announcements are so much fun. It's like, oh, hi.
yeah.
I found out I was like working with someone that I absolutely shocked me. Um, and he was my co-star, and I killed him in the in the
Oh no.
animation, and I found out. I'm like, oh, okay.
No, they're not gonna forget that. By the way, they're gonna get you back for that.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. Yeah,
But yeah, I remember like for JoJo specifically, I remember like manifesting like, hey, I want to be Hey Ya,
yeah.
I was like that'd be really cool. But like honestly, I'm happy with anybody in JoJo. Like I'm super happy. I would like you said, I would also like just for Walla even,
Yeah,
I would be so happy. But if I can get Hey Ya, that'd be really cool because I just love that song because like it's all music
I'm
references and
manifesting
shit.
that for you.
Thank you, man. But yeah, like if I had to like, it's like part nine is currently going at the moment. What's it called? The JoJo Lands, I believe. And yeah, it's nice. I don't know if JoJo will end anytime soon. Because like the creator of that show just doesn't age. Like seriously, he's like in his like 50s.
Yeah,
He just doesn't age. He's like a vampire. and it's kind of cool. But I think Dragon Ball would have been something I would have loved to be a part of. But it's like
Yeah,
it's really weird because like I would much though I would love to be in Dragon Ball or One Piece. I think I have to be in Texas for that kind of stuff, and that it kind of sucks a little bit. But at the same time,
it
there's
does.
definitely people out there, who I know will do a good job with it.
Yeah,
And
and it's like,
they'll be good. They'll be really good.
oh yeah,
But who knows? But never say never. There's always the option out there. But who knows? Because like I know with what was it with Dragon Ball Superhero? Because they got Zeno Robinson and Alex Lee the voice of that,
yes,
and like they're primarily from L.A. So like who knows, man? Who knows?
yeah, and it's like, especially with how much remote anime is starting to um come out. Like we got
Yeah,
my
no
dear friend
Katan.
Nakutan, and then I think there was like a few more. Is Trio remote?
Yeah, Trio is fully remote. Yeah,
Yeah, like we're starting to finally get these opportunities, um, and it's just awesome. And
yeah.
I'm really excited to see where it goes.
Yeah, man. I need more. I need more.
More, more, yeah.
I remember like seeing the Nokatan announcement, and I was like, "Oh, dude, I'm so proud of everybody." Like that
Oh
made me.
yeah,
I cannot tell you like how much like hope like that filled me with for that day and like for the next few days, like the week, even the week almost. Like that was just, oh man, that was great. So they're probably gonna get a season 2. I imagine it's as popular as it is. So probably.
yeah.
So
It's
yeah.
awesome, and it's seeing like it's so crazy how you can just see one of your friends be like, "Oh yeah, I'm in like this thing you love now." Oh, okay, cool, awesome.
Yeah, it's really weird because like most of the cast was like who I was pretty much friends with already, and then there's like the new people I didn't get to interact with before, but now we're friends, and it's so weird, but so cool. Like Nogotan is just it's just so cool. Like I like because I'm a huge fanboy of like people who voice in like anything, like specific
Yeah.
things. Like even people who like voice in Death Battle, like I will be your biggest fan. Like seriously,
Oh
like
yeah, I literally have a list of like voice actors I just fanboy over.
yeah, but I'll have to. But it's like a boundary, because you don't want to be
Don't want to
overbearing.
be like weird and like stocky.
Yeah, I think I
Yeah,
think
it's
if
just
you
like,
I think if you just say I love your work, man, you did an awesome job. Like that's all you can say, really.
oh yeah, it's like, yeah, I remember watching like the first ever thing you did. Like,
It's like I've been watching you for 20 years.
I've
Like
I've been watching you for like 30 years, but in real life, like, can you sign my backpack with like your anime characters on it? No.
I wonder how it must feel like for like YouTubers or Twitch streamers. Twitch streamers especially because like you're actually like watching them like seriously and like for like
Yeah,
hours
like
even if you're that
vlogging
if
and
you're like that dedicated and if you see them at a con it's like hey I've been watching your stuff and
yeah.
I love everything you do
Yeah, yeah, I love your vlogs. I actually tracked down where your house is while watching, so I'm gonna come see you after.
the fucked up
I
part is like there's definitely people who've tried that because like people who talk
Oh
to
yeah,
people on
especially with like
Twitch.
VTubers. There's weird VTuber fans.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know much about the VTuber community. I know Iron Mouse did surpass Kai Cenat for a little bit. That was pretty
Yeah,
cool. Then Kai Cenat took it back over with his Mafia-thon, which was pretty sick. And then he collabed with Iron Mouse, and that was really cool. That was really sweet.
yeah, it's surprising how many voice actors are like VTubers and streamers as well. You
Mm.
have like
Yeah, Alejandro
why am I
Saab.
Yes, that's
Uh,
what I was gonna say. He just got his account back after being hacked.
oh, did he get hacked? I did not know that.
Yeah, there's like a weird amount of hacking right now happening. Those glitch got hacked.
Oh yeah, the
Let's
whole
say with
the whole
Alejandro.
meme coins
Yeah,
NFTs.
my Gaslight coin crypto.
I thought they were just joking. I thought they were like April Fool's jokes, but no, they actually got hacked. It was crazy.
It's scary. Like who's next? I think Alana Fitzgerald.
Oh, Lana, yeah.
Yeah, they were like they had to go private because they were worried about being hacked as well.
Yeah, they've gone private a couple times. It's really scary. Alana's really really sweet as well, so it just sucks. It's
They
just crazy.
are. They're so cool.
And yeah, but yeah, KJ, my last question for you, man, is
Yes.
as someone who's been doing this a year and a half, and and you're probably and I assume you're probably gonna keep going, which you should, by the
Oh
way.
yeah.
I wanted
Thank
to
you.
ask, um, what does keep you going, through this, despite all the crazy stuff that voice actors have to deal with nowadays, and starting out within like I would say like within the midst of that, which is
Hmm.
not an easy feat at all. So I do applaud you for that genuinely.
Thank you.
No worries. What keeps you going? You know, I love to
I
know.
think it's I realized how I'm not gonna say easy, but how you can really work with people that inspire you and that like you've watched their stuff for years. You can work with them and meet them and even work with like creators that you used to watch or people you're like it's really a small community and I've realized that how like awesome the people inside it are and seeing yourself animated and like it's just so much fun. Like I love voicing for pilots and
Mm,
like when you see how much effort is put in behind the scenes with like animators and it's like it can be their like characters that they've been working on for like 10 years and they're like I want you to be the voice of that. And it's like
mm,
that is so much honor and I've really learned to love my voice especially um being trans. I used to hate it, and it was like I always was like, okay, well, I sound really feminine here. I'm not gonna get guy roles and stuff like that. My brain constantly um does that, and just seeing like who you can be is just it's so cool. It's just really cool, and I love it. I love working on animation. I love working on games. Um, oh, it's so much fun, and it's the fact we get to do this as a job is just it's fantastic, It's like I used to work at skate shops and like lots of retail
cool. I love skate
fast
shops.
food. I love my skate shop job. Fast food and it's like, well, those were jobs. Like those felt like jobs. This doesn't
Mm,
feel like a job. This feels
yeah.
like me getting to like nerd out and like become fans of stuff I'm in.
Mm,
And it's really I love it. I everything about it. I don't see myself stopping anytime soon. I've always
good.
been very into acting. So this is just like I can act without having to get ready. I can act in my house. I'm on my own hours sometimes. It's it's just perfect for me.
Mm. No, that's fair enough, man. And I hope more success comes your way, genuinely.
Thank you. Same for you. Like you do awesome stuff. Same with balloons. Like
No, thank
I've
you.
literally me and my friend we've been playing balloons for a while and I remember like seeing your banner and I called him up. I'm like, "Did you know Vic is in balloons?" And it's like, "No, what do you mean?" It's like it's so cool and seeing friends succeed and thrive. It's also like it's just so much positivity and excitement in
No,
this
thank you,
industry
man.
and it's like
I appreciate
I
that.
love it. Yeah.
Yeah, and I do think that's like what the community does need, because like I do understand, and I get it, because like I do understand like the competitive side of it, and it's really easy to like get sucked up in that competitive aspect and like seeing people as like ooh like opponents or enemies, I
Hmm.
guess. But like as long as I do think genuinely being happy for people and not letting other success demean yours is like very important. So I
It
do
really is.
thank you, man. I do appreciate the kind words. Thank you.
Oh, of course, but it's like it really you're right. You're completely right. It's there was a time where I was like I was jealous of other people when I started out actually. Um because it's like oh, you're getting all this cool stuff like oh, like stuff like that. But I realized when you start supporting people and genuinely being excited for the stuff and like getting to know these it's easier to be jealous someone you don't know, I
Yeah,
think.
exactly.
So once you get to like know that person and see how cool they are and deserving and like you get to hear them be like excited and geek out about their roles where it's like I've been wanting to do this for like 10 years and it's like how can anyone be jealous of that because you're so
Exactly.
happy and so deserving of it
Yeah,
and
and
it's
I do think it is fine to like feel jealousy, because like I think it's like a natural thing,
oh totally
within anything that's like competitive, or even stuff that's like no, actually no, pretty much anything that's competitive, which is a lot of things. But I think just feeling what you got to feel, but and I think that's fine. But yeah, I do think genuinely being happy comes first, because if you turn that jealousy into like resentment or hatred even, that just fills you with like so much misery. And like as someone
uh-huh
who felt those things in the past, it definitely definitely sucks. I wouldn't wish it on anybody. So
Yeah.
so yeah,
And
just
it's
just
also
being happy is like the best part. So and it's fun.
100%.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's like these other actors are in the exact position you are, where it's like it's motivating even. And, you know, someone can have a super big role and then it's like 3 months of nothing. And
Mhm.
it's like being excited for these people because, yeah, it just means so much to get like kindness when you announce something you're excited for.
Yeah,
So to give
exactly.
that back, it's like Christmas.
Yeah, exactly. It's always nice. And it's also just really nice, like like that, that itching feeling, like to finally get it out there and talk about it. Like that's,
Oh
I don't know.
yeah, it's like I'm free.
Yeah, I know it lasts like only a few moments depending on what it is, but it's still really awesome. Like that's a
Yeah.
huge thing. It's really awesome. And yeah, the fact that people like go out of their way to like leave kind messages, and like that, and even I do the same thing. It's, I don't know. That's what I like about our community. Of course, like our community, bickers a lot, and and there's like, it's like but what families don't do that kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um,
And it's just seeing like people go even on the content like a pilot or a YouTube video and like commenting on it and like it's like whoa like that's like it's so cool and it's I love it. There's people I've started out with and seeing them gain more opportunities. It's like, oh, this is so exciting. It's so awesome.
yeah,
And it's yeah, it's I love it. I love it. And it's when you support others, you you have a lot more fun with it.
exactly. And you're not holding on to anything like anything that sounds like you're demeaning your own success, because like it does get hard. It depends how long you've been at it for, but become easier, to like not like what's the word, like acknowledge like everything you have done, because like it is a journey, and you have to look back and reflect on something you have done, and the best part about like voice acting is, when you can do things, it's like you don't get to do a lot of things, like you do things that a lot of people don't get to do depending on what it is, and you gotta honor that, and and be really happy with what you have achieved, and just really appreciate it, because like it's so
Yeah.
easy to like not it's so easy to get lost in the sauce, but it's
Yeah, it
uh
is.
but I think genuinely like taking a step back, even looking at some of the characters you did, or even looking at a list, anything like that, or even just hanging out with people, honestly, whatever helps you feel not like that way, or like feeling inadequate or anything like that, that definitely helps. And yeah, the more you uplift the community, and you know I think that's the best thing we could possibly do, because like because like during the strike especially, because like everyone is going through it in many different ways.
Yeah.
But even without the strikes, it's always good to like uplift the community, because if you do that, then the community gets better and becomes a little less toxic every day, which is awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, totally. And it's like something like yeah, you're right about reflecting and like being proud of stuff you've done. Even going back and rewatching stuff. It's like, oh, like if I knew like when I first started out that I'd be in something like this, I would like freak out. I remember my first paid role I got. I literally ran around my house. I was like, "Yo, this is so cool." I was like, "Let's
Oh
go." I
wait,
remember
no wait.
calling
Wait,
people.
you do that too? Oh my god,
Yeah, yeah.
I also run around my house when I get excited.
I like if I get super excited about roles, I'll literally like just like jog around my house like I'm crazy, and it's like
Mm,
I jump around and it's yeah, it's just like getting that feeling from a job is something it's so special to me, and that's why I think I loved doing this since the start.
yeah. And with each character you get, it's nice. It's nice feeling, because like people know that you're the right fit for the role, and
Hmm.
that does come to that sometime, a lot of the time. And I don't know. It's in my opinion, I think it's just really good, because like if you don't get selected for a role, it's never like 99% of the time it's like not personal. So like
Hmm.
even if you don't get a role, the right one will come when it does. So
100%. That's yeah, I live by there will always be more opportunities. There's constantly new stuff coming out,
yeah,
new voices and yeah, it's like I don't want to be cast in something if they didn't immediately think I fit. You know,
Yeah,
like if you think I fit, then I want to take on that role. If you don't think I fit, then it's better not to be cast because since some of these projects, like, most of them are so personal to the creator, um, it's just extra like honor to really be the voice that they're looking for.
yeah, and I like over the years I've had creators and stuff like talk to me about like how much they appreciate like roles that I've done for them, and it just like that alone is like priceless. Like
Yeah,
I and I'm sure you've experienced it. I'm sure many people have experienced it, but like it is very like a lot of voice actors, even myself, there's always like that ounce of like validation that we try to get from
yeah.
like our work that like we always say like, am I doing good enough? Am I doing good enough? But
Yeah, is
when
this
you
gonna keep out the survey?
yeah, but like
Yeah.
when you get stuff like that, it truly is like it's like that sort of sense of validation that like no one else can possibly give you, which is really great. Although I do advocate that you do seek personal validation first, first and
Yeah.
foremost, because like having something you love be a band-aid for your own like personal stuff, it's not great. It will lead you like down like a
Yeah.
horrible path, and like it's and as someone who went down that path for a while, it's not great. So
Mhm.
yeah, I do advocate for like mental health and stuff like that, and thankfully I'm doing a lot better now. Otherwise,
Which is awesome. Yeah.
nah, thank you, man. I appreciate that, because if I went down that horrible path, like God knows where I'd be. Oh my God, it would
Yeah.
be. I'd be vague tweeting every day. Like Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess I'm back tweeting. Yeah.
But yeah, but on that amazing note, this interview comes to a close. KJ, thank
Oh,
you so much for coming on. You've been absolutely wonderful, and yeah, oh my, it's been great. Like I didn't expect to talk about Skylanders today, so that was awesome.
yeah, me neither. I thank you so much for having me. It's like my first interview. I wouldn't want it with anyone else because
Aw,
you're the
thank you, man.
interviews I've watched like so many of yours, like with Jalen Askins, Nathan
Mm.
Wagner,
Oh, I love them. Love my
Tina
sisters.
Time,
Tina Time.
Sammy Chan. Yeah, like I've watched like a lot of them, and it's such an honor. It's so exciting because it's like, wait, you want to interview me? Like,
Aw, no,
it's
that
just
that
it's
makes me
so
really
cool, and
happy.
it's
Makes me really happy, man.
you're
Thank
you're
you.
awesome, dude. You're so much fun.
Oh, thank you.
Um.
You're gonna make me cry,
Yeah,
man.
and I literally took your class yesterday, so it's
That's
like,
true. Yes, that's
yeah,
right. No, I
yeah,
hope
it's
you did a really good job, by the way. Like, I
yeah,
appreciate you coming
thank
on for
you.
that.
You are awesome and you're like thriving, and it's so cool, and I'm so happy to be on here. So thank you.
No, thank you, man. I'm doing my best out here, but I really do appreciate the kind words. It means more to me than you'll ever know, and I'm really bad at expressing that because I sound monotone a lot of the time when I speak, which sucks. But do know I do genuinely appreciate the kind words. So truly, thank you. And
Thank you.
yeah, is there any social medias or anything you want to plug? I'll put it all in the description below.
Oh, okay. I'm pretty much KJ Burbank VA on everything, but if you're concerned, it's kjburbank.com has all my links on there.
Awesome, beautiful. I will link everything. Anyway, so that'll be awesome.
Yeah, thank you.
Now, thank you so much, and thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you
Yes.
for the next episode. Bye, everybody.